Modern women tutorials. Personality matters. Thing is, yes, guys choose based off of looks. Duh. I mean, they gotta like something. So if they like the way you look, they like the way you look. That is their qualifier. Your appearance is your version of being rich, essentially, right? The hotter you are, the more wealthy you are, right? Your wealth is in your beauty. Just like y'all don't like guys who have no money, you guys don't like chicks that have no attractiveness, right? So the hotter you are, the richer you are, right? The more valuable. So your value to us is your appearance. Our value to you is our capabilities, usually in the form of money. But if we lived in a world, let's say we lived in a world where there is no money, right? And our value has to come in some other form, right? It's still going to be some type of usefulness to you ladies, which I don't care much for looks or ironically personality. When I'm talking about personality, I'm talking about y'all personality in this video, not necessarily a guy's personality. Obviously, a guy with good personality should be something you choose, but you have to understand this. Your personality matters because your personality is what guarantees a guy stays. That's what separates you from every other chick. Think about it. Guys already separating y'all from hot and not, right? Chicks they find attractive, some chicks they don't find attractive. But unlike y'all ladies, we have different extra categories where, is she fuckable? We have that category. It's like, okay, she's good enough for sex. Not ideal, but she's good enough, especially if that's all I want. If I can't get the hottest chick to have sex with, then I'll take the next best thing, right? But if a chick we don't find attractive, well, we just don't find her attractive, so we won't even, on average, we won't even use her for sex. Sometimes, yeah, we'll, desperate as they say, we'll take the ugly chick, but on average, we tend to not, and we tend to lean towards attractive chicks. So, like I said, personality is very important. You want to maintain a relationship, right? You want to keep a guy around. Since, like I said, guys, yes, do pick ladies based off of their appearance. Their personality is what tends to keep them. This is why you have a lot of guys complaining about females not being feminine, right? Acting too much like a guy. Yes, guys do not find guys attractive, right? We don't find masculine behavior attractive. We find feminine behavior attractive. Ladies find masculine behavior attractive. This is why it's not surprising that a lot of you ladies tend to gravitate to each other, tend to flirt and mess around and and whatnot with each other because, yeah, most of you ladies express masculine energy. And ladies naturally like masculine energy, so of course y'all gravitate to one another, which is unfortunate because guys are supposed to be the ones who naturally have masculine energy, so you're supposed to gravitate to them. But like I said, the problem is that y'all ladies lack femininity, y'all have masculine energy, so y'all tend to repel. That's the thing, right? Opposites attract. What's the same repels. So chick with masculine energy is going to repel a masculine guy. Now, can you attract a feminine guy? Yeah. But like I said, y'all ladies don't tend to like femininity in others. Y'all tend to like masculinity. So that's where the issues come in. So like I said, the energy, right? The personality, right? The way you behave, the way you talk. It's not a good idea to try to be in a relationship with somebody, right? And constantly telling them they're wrong or arguing with them. Nobody wants to be in that situation. No one wants to be in a situation where somebody's constantly telling them they're doing something wrong or they are wrong, right? Or constantly complaining about certain aspects of that person, complaining that you want something different. The thing about femininity, which is interesting, right, is the fact that guys like positive reinforcement. So you got to understand something about guys on average, guys and men, right? Guys on average is that a lot of times in life, unless a guy does something really cool, he doesn't get. Okay, let me put it this way: y'all ladies get complimented just for existing. If you're cute, you'll get told you're cute a lot, right? If you're pretty, right? If you're nice, right? And the list goes on. You'll get complimented just for existing. But for guys, it's what they do, because a lot of times guys don't get noticed. A lot of times guys are being ignored, right? It's like, oh, it's just another person, right? They don't, you don't. Guys tend to not draw a lot of attention by just their sheer existence. It's when they do something really cool, right? Something amazing, then they get attention, right? So because of that, if you basically give him compliments, right? You cheer him on, you're his cheerleader. Whenever he does something, you give him positive reinforcement, right? Because he typically doesn't. Like he might do something that would be considered cool, right? Really, like a really awesome thing, but no one acknowledges, like no one else cares. But the fact that you care, like let's say no one cares that he plays video games, but you care that he plays video games. Like you positively encourage him because he could be out there cheating on you, right? But he's not. He's playing video games. Right? So if he does really good in the game, he's happy and he's proud of what he did in the game, which is the opposite of him cheating on you, right? Encourage that. Do not discourage that thing he's doing, because like I said, if he's doing that, he's not doing her and her and her, which is what y'all complain about. So like I said, the whole positive, being a cheerleader, basically, right? Giving them positive reinforcement. I give this the same type of advice to guys, that you have to learn the women's emotions. Know what makes them happy, what makes them sad, and then you have to give them both. I know idealistically, happy emotions, right? Positive reinforcement all the time sounds good, but ladies don't tend to like it all the time. They do like a little bit of drama, a little sadness, So I give guys advice on how to give her a little bit of happiness, a little bit of sadness here and there to keep her emotions balanced. So it's kind of like a drug, right? Ups and downs. Same goes for guys. You have to understand, guys are constantly being given negative feedback, negative emotions. So guys are constantly negative. So that's why they like it when something makes them positive. That's why it's stuff like video games, gives them positive energy, female interaction, nice words, sex, right? The list goes on, right? Things like that makes guys happy. Just seeing a chick look cute, right? Look pretty, that makes us happy. Her smiling at us makes us happy. Those little bits of happiness, what makes us happy. And y'all know what happiness is and how happiness feels like for y'all. For us, it's the same thing, right? We feel happy. We feel the emotion of happiness, but we tend to not have happiness as often as y'all do. You're constantly getting compliments, constantly getting positive feedback. So that's why when y'all get negative feedback, it's a big deal. You make a big deal about it, especially on the internet, and vice versa for guys. Guys are, complaining that they don't get positive feedback as often as they would like. And that's why they're on the internet complaining that they don't get positive feedback. So so pay attention to that, ladies. If guys are on the internet complaining that y'all not being nice to them, you might want to start being nice to them, especially if you like a guy. You want him to like you. That's one way you get him to like you. Don't be like every other chick who's constantly being an asshole to him. Be nice to him, right? And vice versa, right? You guys should be, yes, I'm going to say it, less nice to you ladies, because y'all ladies always get treated nice. So sometimes a guy got to treat you like an asshole. That's why y'all like the bad boy. That's why y'all chase the fuck boys. That's why y'all, as soon as a guy treats you like shit or talks down to you, treats you like you're not important, that's when you treat him important. You treat him special. You treat him better than a guy who does treat you nice all the time. So that's the thing. The understanding that guys and gals are different. That negativity is what y'all want because y'all don't get it all the time. Positivity is what we want because we don't get that all the time. So we want what we don't have. That's what wanting means. Wanting means something you don't have. Right? Something you don't have, so you want it. That's why you want it, because you don't have it. So y'all ladies want drama. Guys want their mamas. Guys want positivity, right? So just saying, make sure your personality takes that to account. Make sure that when you're with a guy, you bring out your best personality, right? Your best behavior, right? You give him your best. You want to keep him, right? You want to be in a relationship. You gotta give him your best. Stop giving your best to these losers, to these guys that don't care about you. That's the thing. The guy who only wants sex and calls you only when he wants sex, that's the guy you give your best to. But the guy who calls you all the time, telling you he loves you, that's the guy you give your worst to. That's not how it should be. So again, personality matters. Your personality for him matters, and his personality for you should matter. So pick the guy with a good personality. Stop picking the guys with a shitty personality. Right? You're gonna do whatever you want, but I'm just saying, for the best results in life, it's better to pick a guy with personality, and then everything else can be improved. Everything else can be changed, like his hairstyle, the type of car he has, his house. All that can be changed. But personality is the hardest thing to change, which is why it's important for you to start working on your personality, making sure you have a good personality. The main thing is, make sure you learn how to be feminine. That's the main thing. Learn how to be girly girl. Learn how to be innocent, cute, adorable, things like that, right? Things that most guys like. Because the thing is, you don't know what the guy you're interested in likes, right? You don't know if he likes you to be, tough or soft or in between, right? You don't know if he likes you to be dominant or submissive. Like, that's the thing. You don't know until you get to know him, right? But that's why it's important for you to be able to adapt, for you to be able to shift. Now, if you want to be, I'll say masculine, all right, then you're going to have to deal with a guy who's, into masculine chicks. If you're going to be feminine, obviously, there's a lot of guys who likes that. So it's going to be easier for you because a lot of guys like feminine women. So that makes that easy for you to find a guy who likes that. And there's some guys who like the flip-flopping. There's guys who wants you to be masculine in the streets but feminine in the sheets, or vice versa. Feminine in the streets, masculine in the sheets, whatever floats their boat, right? Point is you got to understand that, like, the way you behave towards him should be different than the way you behave towards anyone else, and that's an important thing. That's why, like I said, personality matters. You need to be the type of person that he likes, because ironically, relationships is not that different from friendship, right? Like, you need to be his best friend. You need to be the person he wants to spend the most time with. If you see he spends a lot of time with one of his guy friends, right, one of his homies, and they tend to do a lot of the same things, right? They tend to like a lot of the same things. Well, there you go. There's your competition. You need to be better than his best friend. You need to be more into whatever he's into. If he likes sports, you gotta be more into it. You gotta be able to support him. You gotta be able to look sexy in a sports uniform. Right? That way he wants to spend more time with you because you look good in a sports uniform. Definitely look better than his friend, right? That's the thing. It's like, you're supposed to be his ultimate best friend. So that's why personality matters. Looks is one thing, but personality is a whole different level. Just keep that in mind, ladies. Definitely keep it.